Stream should be up in a second. Excuse me. Oh, Simon, man. God damn it. Oh, good thing the overlay kinda hide the stream key. Nice. Yeah, quality's kind of fine.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Okay, we should be live right now.
Cool. So it's gonna be the Sick Nail against the Slender. It's gonna be amazing. Bit of PvZ action. That overlay. My connection what?
Okay, apparently I'm just gonna cast this on myself because the other guy doesn't want anybody else to get in, just the streamer.
What the fuck?
I know.
Talk to him.
Now they're gonna start like Matthias says he's ready and we're all ready. Because, I mean, if he doesn't want, then, like, whatever. I'll see you after the game. We'll see if we figure out how to get you in the next game.
This is fucking stupid, man. It makes no difference. Like, if we were gonna cheat, why the hell does it make a difference whether there's two or one of us? Like, if you can give me one reasonable reason why, then I'll be fine with it, but it makes no sense.
Maybe. Okay, let's see. We're playing on Belshire Best. This is going to be the first map. And in the bottom right, we have our Zerg player playing for ATCM. He's Slender.
It's so stupid. I could just cast from watching the fucking stream anyway. Like, what the...
And then in the top left, we've got second wins player, our scout. He's the Protoss player. Second wins Signal. Okay, so far so good. No, we're gonna check the opens here. Signal's going for a pile in the low ground. This could very well indicate some kind of expansion. Because that's
definitely a Forge Fast expand.
Yeah, I mean.
There are gateway builds, gateway exposed on the low ground, but it's insanely risky. Any sort of 14-14 and you just flat out die.
I think it's probably going to be Nexus first though into the Forge then. It's pretty much standard nowadays, but we'll see. Maybe he drops the Forge first.
It could be. It depends on what he scouts. I mean, if he scouts like Greedy Hatchery, then I'm sure he throws the Forge down and cannon rushes it.
Yep. But so far, Zerg is at 15 supply and he hasn't gone to natural. In fact, there's a drone moving on to the top part of his base, and he's gonna plant the spawning pull down at 15 supply. So no greedy player, no Hodge first from Slender, the Zerg player.
Yeah,
Signal.
this is good for Protoss, man. Nexus first against pool first builds is really good. He needs to make sure he sees that gas, or the lack of the gas. It's very important that he knows that the Zerg hasn't taken gas, but if there is no gas, then I think Protoss is going to be in a good position here.
Yep, and Signal is actually gonna just march down and plant the Nexus first. As expected, he's meanwhile gonna stick around with the probe in Slender's natural. He's finally gonna walk back home right now. Forge planted down, and so far, this is pretty much CVP in a nutshell. I mean, this is as standard as it gets. No specially greedy builds, no specially aggressive builds either.
He went Nexus first. That's as greedy as Protoss can be.
Yeah, well,
I think
I would say that
it's going to be based on what the Zerg decides to do here, because he scouts quite a late forge, so he could make a round of 6 to 8 links, try and put on some pressure, maybe run past the cannon that's not quite finished yet. These are options that the Zerg player does have with his pool first build.
he's actually going to go for a third hatch.
Okay, yeah, well, I guess that's the other option then. You put on some sort of half pressure, which is probably not going to work, given that the wall's going to be in place, so that's a smart decision for him to not do that, and to throw it on a third base is really cool. He would have been a little bit happier maybe if he'd managed to get his hatch first out, but taking a pool first it's fine. I mean, it is less optimized, slightly less efficient, but it's very small difference, I think, so he'll be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, Signal is grabbing gases on his main right now, and he's going to just transition into the macro game.
Yeah, well, those first two gases are pretty standard, especially off Nexus first, but it's going to be the third and fourth gases where we really see what this Protoss build is going to be. If he takes those gases quickly, then we're going to see a big investment in some sort of tech. And if he decides, to play it slow, drone up, make a couple of units, then we know it might be some sort of gateway timing.
I really like the scouting positioning of the Zerg, because he's got an Overlord at his natural ready to poke in like 6 minutes and 30 seconds to see kind of what you said the gas is about. He's got one Overlord ready at the bottom of the main base, ready to just poke in at that exact same time to try and see the Protoss tech. And then he's got scouting links, scouting around the third base locations, going into the Protoss. Half of the map he's just searching for that probe and searching for that proxy pylon, but actually he's gonna slightly miss the probe, and the probe is actually gonna be able to get a free scout on that third base and maybe plant a pylon to enable further aggression.
Well, if we look through the vision of our Zerg player right now, you can really see the map vision that he has compared to the Protoss player. I mean, yes, this probe is on the map, and he can definitely he can see the third base, but in comparison, 6 minutes into the game, remember, and our Zerg player's already got really, really nice map vision. He knows exactly what's going on. He's got those two Xel'Nagas. He's got his third base up.
Yeah.
He's watching for any sort of Stargate play coming out of that base, and I'm sure we'll send that Overlord in shortly. There we go. Sending it on in.
Yeah. Drone scout is, drone count is actually pretty healthy right now. He's saturating both natural and third at the same time, which is fine.
Yeah, he's still just on the 2 gases though, which means he's not going to be able to get fast upgrades with this.
Yeah. He sees a Stargate, which is pretty huge. Overlord has spotted the Stargate and has spotted Phoenix. He knows there's another Phoenix in production already. He does not know about the +1, does he? No, I think he doesn't know.
Okay, so
he didn't see the Forge upgraded, but yeah, that's it.
So he's going for the +1. So this tells me it's going to be some sort of timing. Yeah, there's the 3 more gateways that prove it.
Exactly.
I'm a little bit behind, but
yeah.
Yeah, these Phoenix and these gateways, he's going to really try and pressure this third base, and it's all going to be on how this Zerg player reacts. I mean, he has a Spore, he has Lair, he has Speed, and he has a Roach Warren down. Which, if he can get all of these things together, by the time this attack makes its way over towards his third base, I think he's going to be in a fantastic position to stop this. We'll see if he keeps building Queens, which is something I like to do, particularly if I scout Phoenix play. Queens are super good against Phoenix.
Oh, and the Zerg spot the probe, building proxy pylons, spot both proxy pylons, and let's see if Warp Gate is already done, so as soon as that pylon finishes, he can work in a couple zealots and prevent that pylon from going down. But let's see what Signal decides to do. Maybe he decides that his push has already been spotted and there's no real point on carrying on.
Well, he's already forced 13 roaches, so he could take a third behind this, and as long as he can survive, he won't be in, he won't be in a particularly bad position. But as you say, if he does go for this attack, I think he's going to be, he's going to meet a bit of a brick wall here in our Zerg player.
Yeah, Proxy Pylon is dead, no warpins, and third base going down for Signal's a real intelligent play here, really forcing out units, then just going for the third base and trying to survive the follow-up counterattack.
Yeah, it's very risky though. I mean, a lot of roaches on the map, a lot of links, and he does have 3 base production, remember, with queens. So this could snowball very fast, and he's actually supply blocked right now.
Yep.
If you could go on the production tab as well, you're on upgrades for some reason.
Third base is going to be pretty hard to defend. I think he's going to at least force a cancel here. Pylon's getting taken down. That's a lot of roaches, and Phoenixes are just not enough to pull and kill every single one of those roaches. And yeah, every roach.
Links
streaming
across the map.
Exactly. And third base is cancel, and this is actually pretty strong aggression from the Zerg. The Zerg might just not stop it right now. He's retreating now by on the production tower. We can see 12 Hydralisk. So I think he's just gonna go for this. He's seen a really sweet spot here for him to be in. Meanwhile, he's apparently gonna take a fourth. So I guess I'm wrong.
Well, he's not all inning, but it makes perfect sense for him to continue this aggression. He knows his army is bigger. He knows his economy is better. So I mean, why not keep trading off units?
Yeah,
it's always going to be a cost-efficient trade.
He's gonna march through the map again, all across the map, and he's gonna try to get a second cancel, which would be huge. And he's actually marching with his roaches to the natural, so he's gonna pressure with the links, the third, try to force the cancel, and then get into the natural with the roaches and hydras, try to snipe some probes. Really intelligent decision here, and there's gonna be a cancel. He cannot defend this, and there's no.
Can't hold this,
he does not cancel. He does not get a cancel, which is pretty huge. Links are pretty much dead, but that was not the point here.
Well, I'm a little bit behind, but if the Lings would have just surrounded the Protoss army, then he would just be dead, you know? That amount of roaches and hydras plus the Lings, I mean, the army doesn't get out of there. He either recalls or he loses it all.
Yeah. Third time Signal has to retake his third, and we'll see if he defends it this time. This time with the warpins, it should be enough, but he's forced quite a lot of units actually. Quite a lot of
the
zones.
mothership core went down, a gateway went down at the front, and the cannon. So
and the forge.
And the forge, sorry, he's underproducing. He has no more upgrade potential. He has no mothership core for easy defense, and he's basically got what, one Colossus, the second one on the way, and that's it. I mean, yeah, he does have a couple of voids actually, but against the Hydras, the voids are just gonna melt. It's just that one Colossus. If he can protect that Colossus, then he could possibly win an engagement. But there's a lot of Zerg right now.
Yeah, Zerg meanwhile is transitioned to a spire. To the spire. Let's see if you saw. No, he hasn't seen the Robo Bay, but he's assuming the Colossus is the next follow up, or maybe he just wants to go for the big Muta switch.
Well, 5 additional gateways just finishing up, and Signal is not playing around. I mean, this is going to be the attack, win or lose. I don't think he's going to try and stick around. Maybe he does because he took that third, but I'm pretty sure he feels the Protoss need to put pressure on the Zerg now.
Yeah,
it's 14 minutes in the game. He knows he's on at least 3 bases, possibly 4, and possibly 5. So he really needs to start putting some pressure on.
I really like this maneuver here from Slender. He's placing this little squad of links to counterattack in case the Protoss army moves out. That's really intelligent. And unless Signal has some cannons, which he does not at his third right now, then he's gonna be at least bothered by this. And there you go, links running, warping a couple turrets. It's all gonna be dealt with, and we have the big engagement coming up here.
Well, that Guardians doesn't look that strong. I mean, yeah, it is, but at the end of the day, it's 0-0 upgraded Roach Hydra. Actually, 13 mutas just popped or something stupid.
Yeah,
he has no anti-air, man. This is the game. I'm sure I'm behind you, but I don't think that it's possible to.
Yeah, Signal just going for the base trade here.
Well, I think it's in fact Slender who's going for the base trade. He has 9 spines finished. He has mutas. I don't think base trade is good for Signal. He should pull back.
No, he does not.
Engage this army.
I mean, if to be honest, if the mutas were to engage right now to the main army of Signal, like there's There's what, 8, 9, 10, 11 Stalkers here, and a couple Void Rays. That's all the under he's got.
Oh yeah, this is this base trade certainly favors the Zerg. I mean, you cannot base trade Mutas. That's rule number 1 of StarCraft 2, I'm afraid.
There's the GG. There's the GG.
So he should have recalled. He should have sniped the 4th and recalled to his main or to his natural. But he was in a lot of trouble anyway. A lack of hallucinated Phoenix this game from our Protoss player. No real mid-game scouting. And that's what happens. The Zerg managed to overwhelm him.
Pretty strong and solid play from the Zerg player. Ever since, I think the tilting point was the faked aggression by Mattia, and the reaction of building those roaches and links and then just going for the counterattack.
He had a lot of shit really early, and his macro was on point, and so was his decision making. To be honest, he decided Hydras were the way to go after scouting the initial Stargate. He managed to do so much economic damage in denying that third base that the Colossus transition was late, and that is so key. If Signal would have been able to get that Colossus out maybe 2-3 minutes earlier than he was able to, which is more than possible if he'd have managed to keep that third base, then it would be a completely different game, you know? The Colossus would nullify the Hydras, and Zerg would be on the back foot. He'd be looking to maybe make the Muta switch that he did make. But there we go. It's the end of the game number 1 then. It's currently 1-0 to our team ATCM, which I have no idea what it stands for. But yes, Slender takes the first map.
Yup.
I'm going to join real call, Ruben.
Okay, man. I'm actually gonna get this Zerg overlay out because it doesn't make much sense in the clan war. Okay, let's see. Who's the next player? Oh, Mayhem is the next player, so my co-caster here is just gonna play next. It's gonna be ZBZ. Oh shit, my fingers, man. Okay, so we're waiting for here for the next game to start. It's gonna be Slender versus Mayhem. We'll see. It's gonna be a CBC as well, and Mayhem is gonna choose the map here. Should choose the map relatively soon. Let me actually check. Get the name correct. AT Gaming, okay. Should have some YouTube on for when the inner games. What the fuck? Okay, it is underway. It's gonna be easy. Map is Derelict Watcher Tournament Edition. Have a happy Sunday. Nice. It's gonna be Derelict Watcher, and let's see. Second game here. First game was a victory for AT Gaming Slender. So we're gonna start here with presentations here, introductions rather. Playing on the top right, our Zerg representing second win. He's actually second wins Mayhem. And on the bottom left, with already racking up 1 kill for his team, AT Gaming, he's the Zerg player, Slender. Okay, we'll see. One cool thing about mirror matchups is the builds that are going to be chosen for both players, or chosen rather. So if we take a look at the production tab, we see exactly the same production tabs here, which is kind of standard for this time of the game. Myself being a Zerg player as well, I kind of have this matchup pretty figured out. So let's see. I'm guessing Hatch versus Standard lately, so I'm guessing that both players are going to go for Hatch first, but we'll see. This could be a really aggressive game coming out from Slender. He hasn't shown that big of an aggression unless it was in the counter-attack form, which it was in the first game. But we'll see if he tries to go for some early aggression. So far, it's 15 supply, so he would need to. Oh, there you go. He's gone pool first, so this is not going to be like heavy aggression, but it's going to be pretty economic / defensive opening, able to defend against everything pretty much. Mayhem, on the other hand, is going to go for 15 hatch into the 16 pool, or 16 gas rather, and I'm assuming then into 15 pool. Slender, meanwhile, not going to be committing to defense that heavily. He's going to go for the hatch after the pool, and there you go. There's this Mayhem spawning pool at 16 to play again, or 15 to play again rather. Getting inside that gas straight away. His gas is his speed rather is going to be so much earlier than Slender. Slender has every drone possible at minerals. He's decided not to go for a gas until just now. So that's going to be that Mayhem is going to be he's going to have a slight timing window in which he can do some damagement. And so far, I can understand the choice of Slender to go pull first. He knows that Mayhem is a Diamond League player, so he knows that in a straight macro game, Master League players should have the advantage. So he figured that Mayhem could want to possibly end the game quickly. So going for a 15 pull is pretty much safe against everything that Mayhem could really do, hypothetically. Slender walking a couple links around the map, across the map rather, to check for that build choice of his opponent. Meanwhile, Mayhem just with not a single link on the field right now. He's power drone hard, man, and he's got more drones than minor minerals than Slender does. Sorry, and we see that he's got one more drone. The one drone that would be transformed into Zerglings here. Queens pop out, they inject. Speed is on the way as well. More than halfway done. Speed is so much earlier for Slender. The thing is that Slender's going, he's going for the bailing first, bailingness before speed, which means that he's gonna have bailings by the time that Mayhem pushes. I think he knows that this is coming, and Mayhem is gonna power units right now. This is the so-called Mayhem build. just going for the, you know, 15 hedge, 16 gas, 15 pull, and then just going into a shit ton of links and a bailing list as soon as speed finishes up, which he's gonna do right now. There you go. Slender's making Zerglings of his own though, and he's morphing bailings already. So this is gonna mean that he's gonna be prepared for this push. Let's see. So this is gonna be pretty much a micro battle. We see a shit ton of bailings getting more for Mayhem, and Slender knows that this is coming. Slender has seen with his overloads what is happening, and his speed is just a little bit about halfway done. It's just not the timing that he wants it to be done. And let's see. Mayhem is just following this up with more and more aggression, more and more aggression. Slender being very careful with his Bailing control right now. This is pretty good. Oh, this couple Bailings could do massive damage. Oh shit, that was brutal. That was brutal, actually. That was hard to. That Bailing hit was so massive, it's unreal. And another Bailing getting morphed. I think Slender's gonna be fine here against Mayhem's opening. Mayhem's power running behind this, so he's gonna try and do some damage, but he's not gonna commit anymore. He's gonna force a ton of links from Slender. In fact, he's gonna force a lot of links that are definitely must be used to counterattack here, because he's gonna take one Bailing. That's pretty nice. Because I mean, he's got a shit ton of Bailings now. He's got a shit ton of units rather Slender, so he has to do something with them. Drone count is looking in favor of Mayhem due to that power droning that he did after building on those initial links. And Mayhem is just gonna transition out of this. He's gonna get a roach warning, so he's gonna transition in the sense of in the way of a roach push, whereas Slender is grabbing his 4th gas and transition to layer. This is a pretty big tip of Spire play, and we'll see, because Mayhem will have a really tiny window to hit with the roaches. If not, he will be dead. Northward base for either player, so if Slender knows that Mayhem is not going Mutalisk, then he must know that he's going for a timing. Slender, that is, knows that Mayhem should be going for timing here. Larry's a bit above halfway done, and Mayhem needs to get some roaches right now, which he's doing. Actually, 10 roaches on the way, so he's gonna try and hit before the Spire's done. Let's see, 3 roaches more on the production tab, and Slender is actually going to be very intelligent about this. He knows that his Mutalisks are going to be late for this attack, so he's trying to get the +1 Carapace, which allows his Zerglings to survive the Bailing hits, and with that he's gonna build a ton of Zerglings. He's grabbing a 3rd base right now. Mayhem needs to go right now. Does he even know about the Spire? He does not know. He does not have a clue about this. But he's gonna push right now. He's gonna move out on the map, and he's gonna waste a little Bailing right there, which is not good. And yeah, a ton of Bailings getting morphed. +1 Carapace is halfway done. Spire's halfway done. Mutalisks are not going to be here for the fight. +1 Carapace is most likely not going to be here in time. So Slender has to defend this right now, which what he has. Mayhem, he's reinforcing with this. He's as all in as it gets with this shit ton of roaches. He's going to march straight into the natural. He's going to have to be very careful with that. And there you go. Bailings are done, and Mayhem's own Bailings are powering through right now, going through the defenses here. Oh shit, that was such a big Bailing. He needs to go. He needs to kill the Spire, kill something, kill a base, kill drones, whatever, man. But he needs to kill shit quick. He needs to do massive damage before the mutants are out, or he's gonna be dead. He hasn't killed the 3rd base, he hasn't killed the natural, he hasn't killed the main. He's gonna get a shit ton of drones now, and that is pretty huge. But he needs to keep doing this. This is not enough damage. Let's see, how many workers did he get? Okay, 20 workers. Okay, that's starting to be... Oh shit, that is actually a lot of drones. So that's the GG, yep. There you go, Slender giving the GG to a magnificent play, I mean, he just stroke and timing that he needed to do. He dealt the damage that he needed to deal. That was just perfect execution out of an initial spiky situation. Very nice, actually, very nice. Okay, apparently it was lagging, so I'm gonna close a couple things I got open here. Yeah, that's pretty much what I can do. Yeah, it should be running better right now that everything else is kind of closed.
Yo, what's up? Man?
Hello. Dude, nice game, a nice game.
Yeah, dude, I knew he was going mute up because I saw him drop a creep with his overlord.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, he can't hold Roach on. And then
That was pretty tense, so to say, man. At the start, when you marched in with the roaches and shit, I thought that you were not gonna. I mean, you were just in time before the mutas popped, but I thought, is he going to be able to do enough damage for the mutas?
No, the game was over by then. The scariest part of that game was when I lost 8 Bane.
Yeah, I saw that. That was such a big hit.
Scary.
Yeah.
That was scary because I would have been able to keep putting on pressure. The idea of the build is that you consistently put on pressure, and as long as you engage cost efficiently, then the roach follow-up just kills them flat. But yeah, I even lost all my banelings, did no damage, and still it was okay. I had a lot of roaches and I hit them. I was so lucky that they didn't pop when his 4 lings were in my base. If they'd have popped, if he'd have seen them with the lings, then he would have easily defended. He would have made spines. But with no spines, you cannot hold that. Yeah, stream's fine for me, Ruben. I see no problem. Who are they sending out? Protoss. Okay. I gotta leave this call because I'm gonna talk strategy.
Okay, man. I mean, frames drop are 0.17%. That's 148 frames. That's not that much. And so it's only Fetzer and Jacob that have problems with the stream. So I don't know what that is, man. I don't know if it's in my part or on. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, Jans is in the map pool, yeah, or it was, if I remember correctly. Yep, Jans is in the map pool. I got it vetoed, but it is in the map pool. I'm gonna try. Let me see. I'm gonna leave only the textures in low. It's medium. I mean, I could just bump it everything up to ultra, but oh yeah, physics extreme. Okay, yeah, let's let physics on extreme, and this doesn't need to go that way, and no movies are kind of irrelevant. No, so yeah, fuck that. Lightning, nice. Okay, let's see if stream runs smoother. No. Fat test typing, fat test typing. Fats is not typing anymore. It's gonna be ZVP. Nice. Oh shit, like lightning is so bad on low quality. That's funny. Let's see. Is it starting or not, or what? Okay, here we go. Good game, good luck. Everything's ready. You should be starting. There you go. Countdown. So, third map in this series is going to be Yonsu Ladder Edition. Clan War is actually tied up right now. Mayhem being able to bring back a 0-1 disadvantage into a 1-1. Let's see here. It's going to be Azek versus Protoss, which we've already seen one time, but it's one of my favorite matchups, to be completely honest. So we'll see here. We've got Spawn at the bottom left of our screens. He's the Zerg player playing for second win already with 1 kill under his belt. Really nice snipe on the Zerg player. He's second wins Mayhem. And on the top right, trying to get his team back on the winning score. His AT Gaming's Giant. Okay, let's see. Openings are gonna be expected here. Same as first game. AT Gaming's Giant is gonna throw down his Pioneer right there, which probably can indicate that he doesn't feel that fond of gateway expands, and he just wants to go either Nexus first or FFE, Forge Fast Expand. Mayhem is actually gonna drone scout here, and meanwhile just droning and probing all around. Nothing really noteworthy just yet, but we'll see. Oh, Mayhem is actually calling for gas before a pull. Is this some sort of structure trick? It cannot be, because he's got enough supply, and there you go. There's the pull being thrown down. It is 14-14. Did the probe see that? The probe did not see that. And the probe is just assuming that it's going to be, but he's going to walk into the main, and he's going to see right now. And I don't know if I like this choice for, probe is not going to see this. I don't know if I like this choice for Paul here, because this is not that big of an entrance. This can be walled off. I mean, it's not small. It's not like Night. It's not like Frost. It's kind of acceptable, but it's not Derelict Watch. This strategy is most effective in maps like Whirlwind. That's all out of the map pool already. Derelict Watcher, and the thing is, Protoss plays a bit oblivious here. He went for Nexus first, then into the Forge, which is perfect for as perfect as it can get for Mayhem here. Nexus first is pretty fucking greedy. Just gonna try and wall off here, but if those links get the speed is on the way right now, and Lings are, and Protoss player still doesn't know about it. I mean, he's gotta know that something's up. Like there's just no follow up here. There's no pull. There's no hatch. Protoss has seen that there's no hatch here. So this is gonna be Probe real intelligently staying here to prevent the wall from going down. But I mean, I think the wall is still gonna be down in time. I don't know if this was smart. I don't know if this was the build choice that Mayhem needed. It's gonna be, well, we'll see though. We'll see. Wolof is most likely gonna come down here. Cannon snipes the probe here, and there's the Wolof, just barely getting that. This is getting fishy for Mayhem now. He needs to do something quick, because if Protoss just throws on a couple more cannons, of course he doesn't have the money right now because he went for the Forge Fist, which is pretty greedy, and he blocked. Actually, he blocked Paul's natural. So this is, wow, this is not a good position though for Mayhem to be in. He needs to do something about this right now, because if he does not do damage, then this is such a big deficit to come from. He needs to maybe Banelin bust this or whatever. He's got no Banelinness on the way. So if he doesn't do any damage here, then you see Nexus is already completed for the Protoss. So economy-wise, Protoss is so far ahead right now. It's ridiculous, actually. So the advantage is so fucking big. He could try and get this sniping these rocks. This would be the most intelligent choice for Mayhem, sniping these rocks. But Giant knows this, and he's gonna place a stalker right there, right when he needs it. Overload Scout actually picking up those couple of gases going down, so he knows that Giants is gonna play this slow. He's got a big advantage. He does not need to risk this. He's not gonna go for any heavy gateway pressure. He's just gonna take away and comfortably get his tech going. Let's see if his choice is no, it's not the Stargate actually. I was gonna say if it was Stargate or if it was Robo, and there you go. There's the Robo down. 3 more gates again added on. So this is probably gonna be there's the Immortal. This is probably gonna be some sort of Immortal sentry kind of pressure in return, which is gonna be pretty effective to be honest. I mean, we still don't know. This game is far from over, but there's just now 7 drones on the way. But 22 drones against 41 probes. Like, what can this really be? If Mayhem does not spot this, he's got 2 choices: either die to the all-in because he's droning behind this, or die to the all-in because he doesn't have enough drones to back up his production. So those are the two choices of Mayhem right now: die because he's a greedy motherfucker, or die because he doesn't have enough drones. No drones at all, actually, in the natural base. It's just drone count is 29 to 41. I mean, the Protoss has stopped probe production here. He's added 3 more gateways to a total of 7 gateways. Actually, he's morphing this one into a gateway, and it's gonna be 7 gateways all in. Although I don't know if it can be considered an all in anymore, because even if he fails, he's still such a big. Well, it's not a big probe lib anymore, but I mean, Mayhem's just got no units. He's got no units, and he sees this coming. He knows that. He's seen this with the Shell Naga Tower. He knows that this follow-up is a thing now. Probe snipe here is going to be pretty huge. Snipe of the pylon here is going to be pretty huge, but still, this is just not enough. Mayhem does not have enough units. Let's see, the production type is only roaches for Mayhem, which is what he needs, but I think it's just way too late. Supplies are far ahead for the Protoss, and at this point they shouldn't be, really. And there's just no units to follow this up. And we're gonna see the GG momentarily, probably. It's gonna pull the Queens. Queens are gonna deal some good damage, but I mean, yeah, force fields are very good, actually preventing a lot of those units to hit. And yeah, Queens get taken out. Units get taken out. Force field in the ramp. Probes being pulled off the line. This hatch is gonna go down. And I think this was just straight up build all the loss for Mayhem. Protoss is just not producing anything. He's just committed to this because he knows that the game's over. More roaches streaming in. Roaches tickling the Immortals. Here's +1 while Mayhem has no upgrades. And there's the GG. Nice and easy. That was definitely a build all the loss, though. I mean, he did no damage at the start, and that was pretty huge. And the follow-up all-in, just, of course, standard follow-up to that kind of situation. And he... oh shit. I managed to pull this off. let's see. Everything. This would be the ultimate here. Stream must be so smooth right now because this is like the lowest quality settings ever. Like, I can easily run the extreme settings, and my PC won't even bother at all. I've got a pretty powerful machine, so for it to be reduced to pretty much low graphics is actually going to be pretty massive to the performance boost. Okay, I applied the settings. I'm just gonna quickly turn the stream off and then back up, and the bitrate should be a bit lower.